Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, color, sizes, smells, welcome to the Lonely Wolf Podcast. Here's your host, Brent Davis. All right, so hi, welcome back to another Lonely Wolf Podcast. I'm here today with a super special guest. Can't wait to introduce him here. This guy has kind of done it all in the hunting industry, and super excited to have him here. So without further ado, I introduce to you with the ASSIO Camouflage Company, Joe Smiles. How are we doing today, Joe?
Hey, Brent. I'm real good. Thanks for having me.
So, Joe, tell me, how did all of this get started with the ASSIO brand? Would you mind sharing that? Oh, hey, no, not at all. No. So, I think the year was 2019 when I first got the idea for ASSIO. And I'll tell you what I was doing. I was walking down the trail, and I'm looking just up in the trees, and my mind is on hooters. And I'm just looking up there and, what? Hoot owls? Hooters. That's what we call them in the South. I'm a swamp South Carolina swamp boy, But yeah, so I'm walking around thinking about hooters, and I'm just got this pair of hooters up in the tree up here. They're just right up there in the tree, and then vanish. Them hooters are gone, and that's it. That's it. That's all she wrote. The rest of the story is that ASSIO was born. So that's how it came about. The rest is history. So, Joe, with this new brand, what kind of success has the ASSIO brand seen? Do you have any success stories, or what kind of things can you show for it? Okay, so what kind of success has ASSIO seen? Well, I'll tell you the best one. By golly, I think, oh boy, I don't know. I'm going to have to go with, Justin Follinsworth. He started wearing ASSIO, I guess it was 2-3 years ago. And he reached out to me because he had never killed a deer in Illinois. He'd been going there for like 15 years, and he'd never killed a deer. We got him set up in some ASSIO, and just like that, he killed him a deer, and he's been on fire ever since then. So that's probably the best success story that I can say with the ASSIO line. Joe, tell me, what does a typical hunting season look like for you? I mean, let's start in your summer prep all the way through whitetail deer season. Can you share that with us? Oh boy, oh golly. My goodness. What does a normal season look like for me? Well, it's busy, I can tell you. I'm married to a wonderful woman. But early season, I'll get out in my Yukon, and I'll go after them stone goats, right? And maybe from there I head to Patagonia to hunt them red hags. And, I might shoot on down to Magnolia or Cracker Stand and chase them sheep in Carmex. And, man, I tell you, boy, holy moly, is it a grind. Whew. It is a grind, man. Well, and then it's off to Illinois. And you know where I like to go in Illinois? It's a place I call the Magical 69 to go after the whitetail. All right, Joe, I think the piece that everybody is excited about, we've all seen it on the interwebs for several years, and we know that you had a magical piece of property in Illinois, and, I think that you referred to it as the Magical 69. Is that the spot that you were talking about, the Magical 69? Can you share a little bit about that with us? Man, when I get to the 69, it's just different. It's a magical spot. It's truly remarkable, truly a remarkable spot. It's good both ways, morning and evening. I can hunt on top, I can hunt on bottom. It's good both ways. It's just, I've had more good sits and times when I've planted myself in the 69 than I have any other property or place on this earth. It's truly a magical spot. Oh, the best hunt I ever had there. Oh gosh, let me think. Oh, what an evening, baby. Let me tell you. Holy moly, what an evening. Golly, it's got to be when I killed that 183, coming through that tall grass and gave him a little snort wheeze, and now the rest is history. Yeah, golly, what a place, that 69. I've used up enough of your time. I think that we need to pull this to an end here, but I can't wait to see what your company ASSIO has to bring, and it's been real nice getting to know you, Joe. I believe next on the podcast is going to be Rendell Derrick, I think is going to be up next. Yeah, so we look forward to that, and we'll catch you on the flip side.
This episode of The Lonely Wolf podcast is brought to you by Traditions Properties and Painting, Brent Davis. Call for a free estimate